What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I came here into the garage to do some t-shirt stuff and trying to pack a few of them to ship out to some friends and family for the holiday. And I thought to myself, while I'm out going to the P.O. box, I'm going to try to go to the paint shop and bring the gas cap for the JDM EF2 to see if we can get some paint match. I'm not sure if this paint color code is in the system for the US since the car came from Japan, and this color I don't think it was offered in the Hondas here in America, but I guess we won't know until we get to the paint shop. And when we get back, I just might start prepping the engine bay for paint on a JDM EF2. Not paint in this video, but like maybe start sanding it, or maybe the T-bar just to get started, or possibly do the hood because I want to paint the hood underneath before the engine bay itself. If we get a paint match, I kind of want to see how it looks before actually doing the engine bay, but we won't know that until we get back. And right now I'm about to head to the P.O. box and probably do some runs at the stores as well too to get some, you know, home necessities and things like that. But let's hit the road and see what we get into when we get back. I forgot my camera, but we're headed to the paint shop right now to try to get some paint match. Hopefully they can get something close to it. The color code on the door came up as Barcelona Green Pearl, which is what this is, but they don't have a chip for it. But it also comes up as Moonlit Forest.
In the clouds, there's a little bit of sun, boss.
Forest Green Pearl in the book. Same color code, VG66P. And if you guys look, it's near the same. A little darker here, but this is resprayed. That's good to know. That's a good reference. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. See how much a quart is. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I went to Target. I went to Wingstop. I went to freaking Best Buy. Got a whole gang of shit. I didn't think hitting the road. I forgot my camera at home, but didn't think I was gonna hit the road. I left my camera at home. I left my camera here in the garage, and I didn't think me going to a couple of stores was gonna take a couple of hours, but it did. It did. And the sun is kind of blocked by the clouds, and we are kind of fading with the daylight a little bit here, but that's kind of unusual here in the channel. So before I was gonna get to working on the JDM EF2, I forgot I needed to mow the lawn because they pick up tomorrow. And as I was getting ready to mow the lawn, the freaking lawnmower stopped working. So I've been trying to figure out what's going on with the lawnmower because I'm really trying to get it done before the sun goes down. And you know, if I work on the JDM EF2 today, I still have the lamps to use to kind of see what I'm doing. So this thing is electric. I believe this was my uncle's. We've used it for quite some time. If you guys remember, this little thing went out right here. I changed it. Everything worked great for a little while, and then just right now I went to try to turn it on and it doesn't turn on. So I took off the switch to see if I can diag it real quick with some instructions online, but I don't know. I don't know if I can mow the lawn today, but I'm trying to. Also, my buddy hit me up and we're gonna go check out a car. Might possibly be picking up this car. Well, technically trade the clapped out Integra for it. If we do go check it out, I'll take you guys along. I know this might not seem entertaining at all, but we're learning about new things here. So I was watching a video and they were talking about how whatever is supposed to be in here is supposed to move back and forth. And I just took a flathead and pried it and it's stuck. And if you look, it's like burnt right there. I felt like this thing didn't retract back and literally grind up on, I guess this is the motor or whatever, but I'm trying to pull these two things out so I can clean the heck out of them and get them working again. Maybe that'll fix it, I don't know. This thing did turn on for like 2 seconds and there was like a lot of spark going on here, and then it turned off. So this thing doesn't move like it's supposed to. This one was burnt a little bit, so I kind of wired it down and took all the terminals and everything off, but still doesn't turn on. Okay, we have a problem. What I noticed is that this one wasn't seated all the way. You can kind of see where the brown stopped. This back half was sticking out of the housing. This one was also stuck in there, but it came out, and if you look, you can see that it was probably eating up on that rotating assembly, the motor or whatever. And this one literally just came out in pieces. So even if I got it working and springing again, my problem is I don't know if that's gonna work, and I don't have another one to change it out to get the lawn mowed before tomorrow. So kind of out of luck right there, but I'm gonna see if I can try to clean this anyways. Yeah, I was gonna try to fix it, but that's how it came apart. Well, that task is off the list today. So it's the next day here, guys, and my buddy didn't hit me up last night to go check out that wagon. He works 2 jobs, so I don't think he even went to go meet up the guy, but I guess he'll keep me posted if he does his trade or not. But anyways, 2 packages came from Amazon. I want to show you guys what's in here real quick. I ordered a bunch of stuff, so I don't know which one showed up, but let's unbox it real quick. First package right here, I believe these are shipping bags. So let's go ahead and check it out. Be sure to cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. All right, so these are shipping bags. I believe these are like these are 10 by 16, I think. I want to check it out real quick to make sure it fits the 10 by 13 3XL. If it fits it nice and perfectly with space, then I'll know for sure it'll fit the 4, 5, and 6 XLs. So right here, these are supposedly stretchy. Obviously concealed is black, you can't see through it, and it takes a lot of effort to actually put a hole in this. So let me grab 3XL. Oh, it's pretty snugged. It's pretty snug. Okay, it's pretty snug for 1 3XL. Now, I don't think anybody's gonna order like multiple giant sizes, but 3XL, let's try to fit in a 2XL together, actually. Okay, so it fits a 3X, 2X. Let's try a large. Okay, so it looks like it'll fit, and we can fold it over. Okay, and that's 3 t-shirt. This little lip right here should fold easy if it was just 1 t-shirt. So good to know that we can fit 3 to 1XL and be able to fold this over. So looks like this will work for me. And if I need a bigger one, I mean, Amazon's pretty fast with the shipping, so that's good to know. Second package right here, easy. This is, oh, this is the valve spring tool. Okay, so I want to show you guys why I bought this. Now, if you guys are doing B series, D series, they do use a different tool. This one's specifically to the K series, the F series, and this is a valve spring tool. You guys might be a little familiar with this, right? PQY from Amazon. Comes with all the hardware and the little cup right here on top of the spring to remove the keepers and stuff, right? And I want to show you guys why I bought this. This guy, I feed him every day, every single day, but he's not even my cat. So anyways, K20A2 cylinder head sitting right here. I sent the short block off to guy 2 days ago, and that's gonna go to the machine shop. We'll get it back in about 3 weeks, but I cleaned the cylinder head a couple of nights ago, and it is looking super freaking fresh, right? And the plan with the cylinder head was to set it off to the machine shop, get the head resurfaced, valve seals changed out, valve job, and possibly upgrade the dual valve springs and retainers. Then I got to thinking, talked to a bunch of my friends who build engines, and they told me if the engine didn't blow a head gasket, more than likely the cylinder head is straight, right? And the head gasket was like perfect condition. It wasn't missing any of the seal, the black part of the head gasket at all. and the cylinder held compression when I did it the very first time. When I put this motor into the car, it was like solid across the board. So the cylinder head, I'm almost certain is straight, and I have the tools to check it. I have a true straight edge that I can check the cylinder surface to make sure that it passes the OE specification, and if it does, I don't need to send it off to the machine shop. Now, I'm always thinking about saving money at every part of a build possible, right? So resurface cylinder head, that's money. Valve seal is money. Valve job is money, and then, you know, the hot tank and all that, that's all money. It's gonna cost me a little over 200 bucks, I think, or 180 or something around there. And I don't know how long the machine shop will be out, because most of the time machine shops take a while because of all the jobs ahead of time. So I have a straight edge tool. I can check the cylinder head. I have the valve spring tool now for K series, because I've done a lot of B series and I've changed a lot of valve springs before, and also seals. So I bought the tool now for the K series head. I'm pretty sure I have valve seals in that OE Honda box up there. I have dual valve springs and retainers. I mean, questionable. It's from Blocks. We got the retainer set right there, and we have the dual valve springs right there. So I have dual valve springs and retainers, and I could literally rebuild the cylinder head myself. And I think that's what I want to do, just because I want to learn. I want to show you guys. Y'all can learn with me if you guys are new to K series, and I think it'll be a nice video to make, you know. So I think that's what we're gonna do probably these upcoming days. And if worst case scenario, I already have a rebuild PRB type S cylinder head right here. Has all the valve seals and everything already changed out. Head gasket, the head's already been resurfaced as well too. You can't see it, but this head is ready to rock and roll. This is the cylinder head from my K20A2 that used to be in the KRX. That's the short block right there with no crank, because I spun a bearing on that engine. So I hope you guys stick around for that. But as far as this video goes, I'm not sure how deep I'm into it right now. I mentioned a couple of clips ago that I wanted to possibly maybe try to paint something. So I think the easiest thing for me to try to do right now, granted, one, how cold and windy it is, two, I mean, it's like 2 o'clock right now. I think I want to try to paint the T-bar, which is this piece right here. It's small enough to try to knock out real fast. It's a little bit bigger on the JDM EF2 because it has a J front, but I want to try to do the T-bar and just kind of see how that color really matches the exterior of the car. So let me go ahead and dig it out, and I'm probably just gonna throw you guys up on the laps and just get right to it. Tell me why anytime I decide I want to start painting, earlier this year, mid this year, years before that, when I'm about ready to paint, it always picks up with the wind, dude. It is super freaking windy right now. It's weird. But anyways, I'm gonna hit some bare metal spot with self-etching primer, because I did sand down pretty far on some spots. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mix my primer up so we can shoot primer, let it sit in front of the heater, and then we'll get some base coat and clear coat ready for it after. So this is 2 coats of primer, and I thin it out to the point of it being a sealer, which is much smoother than it being a high build like this right here on the fender, where you can see the ripple, because that's a thick layer of primer. and it's already dry to the touch. It's been sitting here for about 10 minutes in front of the heater, and I'm gonna give it another 10 minutes before I start mixing up the paint. It's hard to see, but I have the paint gun at like 24, 25 PSI, and the fan pattern is all the way out, so it's pretty wide. I don't want it too narrow for a small part because I might create runs. And let's go ahead and do the base coat. Super light on the first coat. Didn't want to go too crazy with it. So it's been drying on this chair for about 10 minutes, and I kind of miscoat a light layer while it's sitting here because I did see some grayish still underneath because I did a very light first coat. And I'm probably going to give this about another 10 minutes, and we're going to hit it with round 2. I didn't mix up a lot of paint because I didn't want to over mix, and like I said, I just want to get the coverage at least on the visible side, which is the top of the T-bar. So underneath and stuff, I don't care if it's like, you know, a lighter coat or whatever, but looking good, looking good. So I have like a quarter of this cup, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put another layer, which will make it 3.5 layers just to utilize the rest of the paint. I'm gonna spray it right there on the chair. Luma base clear. This calls for a 4-part 1. I'm gonna do a light first coat just to get it all nice and tacky. I just added the rest of the cup in here, and it's just under half this tiny cup, and we've already done 2 coats. This thing is looking freaking good. Looking freaking good. Barely any orange peel. I had to pull it away from the heater because it was sitting on the paper flat, and the backside, because we painted both front and backside, the backside was caking up on the paper. So I'm leaving it hanging, and dude, this thing is looking freaking awesome. The GoPro does not do it justice. I will say though, it looks a little more blue than the green that it's supposed to be, but nonetheless you can't really tell, because honestly it's just a dark color until it hits the light. So I'm okay with the car being like green flake, and then underneath the bay blue flake, because at the end of the day, when I bought this car I thought it was black with blue flakes, but when I got the car delivered it was black with green flakes. But either way, it looks good, and I'm stoked on how it's actually coming out. And I'm gonna compare this to the gas cap before we end this video. I'm gonna go ahead and run this third and final coat just so we can wrap it up for the night. It got super duper windy outside, guys, and I had to move everything in here because of leaves, and it started sprinkling. I didn't want it to get all over the freshly painted T-bar. And I closed the garage already. I got my CRV table out. I got the parts prepped up right here on the table, and it is still currently sitting in front of the heater. I will say, now that we have a bunch of clear coat on here, I can finally see the green. Earlier I thought it was bluish, but you know, it was low lighting outside. We got literally 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, and with the amount of clear coat, I did 3 coat, the last one being super heavy, and it looks freaking wet. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Quick outdoor paint job in the cold. I don't recommend it, but you know, sometimes when you're trying to get things done, you just got to go and do it, right? So here's the gas cap, and then here's the T-bar. Look at it. It's really close. Now, mind you, 2 different paint periods. I don't know when the car was painted, and it is maybe a little darker or darker of a green flake than it is on the T-bar itself. But dude, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know, especially because the engine bay and underneath the hood is gonna be one color, which is this guy, fresh, and then the car is however old this paint is, and you're really not gonna tell unless you're staring at it up close. But that kind of goes with, you know, painting the same color at different points in time. So I'm very stoked on how close the color actually is, and very stoked to start doing the engine bay itself. In the middle of painting that T-bar, my buddy called me and told me that he's actually meeting up the guy to trade the clapped out Integra. And if he already made that trade, because he called me like an hour or so ago, then that means that is the last of the clapped out Integra build series. But this car that he's getting is more of his preference. And if the trade went through, we have a lot of plans for this car. A lot of plans for this car. And once I show you guys this car, actually, I'll talk more about what the plans are. And if you guys recognize him, you guys might recognize a build I did for him a couple of years ago. I think it was 2017 or 18. I had his car here on the driveway, did a build series on it, and unfortunately he had to sell the car right after he gotten it from me because of personal reasons, and he didn't actually get to enjoy it. But now that he's got a second chance looping back to this car, not the car that I built for him, same car, we're gonna try to build what he wanted to do with the first one that he didn't get to. So that's gonna be cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. You guys might think it's repetitive, but realistically, off the YouTube, this is a personal friend of mine, and I want to help him achieve his goal like I normally do for all my friends. Try to help them, motivate them to get out there and finish their whip. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm going to throw out the content anyways, whether you guys watch it or not. I am gonna wrap up the video right here. I hope you guys enjoy whatever the front half was. I don't even remember too much paint fumes. I did wear my mask, but I hope you guys at least enjoyed the paint portion of this video. Quick little paint job outside in the cold. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for the preparation of the JDM EF2 engine bay, I'm not looking forward to it, but after looking at that, I am motivated. A lot of prep work ahead of me. If you guys want to stick around and see the engine bay of the JDM EF2 painted, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.